Viewers, thanks for joining me. I am reading on a whole bunch of stuff because a whole bunch of stuff has been happening. What's the deal with all those documents? So Nadler's wanting witnesses, he's wanting documents, they're just going to make sure that they're looking at everything. And this is, like day 3, we've known about this, and we haven't heard much about efforts to stop these documents from coming. But yet I kind of feel like intuitively, there's got to be somebody going to be trying to do that. I don't know. So Spirit, what chances are, show us these documents coming into the hands of the Democrats in Congress. How does that look? We have the death card. Okay. The end. Victory for them. This and judgment. They get enough. I think they get enough documents. I don't know. I think that death card is ending something. I do think it's the death knell. I think it's Trump's death knell for his presidency anyway. King of Coins. The end of him hanging on. The end, and that's not the King of Coins. That's the 4 coins, I mean. But it's that guy. He's a king, and he's hanging on to those coins like somebody's going to take him away from him. So this is the end of him hanging on. The Knight of Coins. Yeah, they've got all kinds of, they're all on it. They're organized. They're working hard. They have staffers on this. They had been planning. They had not been twiddling their thumbs, waiting to get in, waiting to get into power in the House. They had not been twiddling their thumbs. They had been making a plan. And didn't it seem like it, like they would look a little bit like the cat that swallowed the canary once in a while when they'd hint at the plans. But it was frustrating because we're thinking, gosh, do something. But they were planning, and they are working hard, and it's organized. They're getting it all done. Oh, new beginning. There goes the judgment card. Truth is coming out. Okay, you guys, this is huge. This is indeed huge, the documents that are coming. And the reading I just did on the Republican senators and how they may be viewing Trump now suggested to me that they are not standing in the way so much. I find this hard to believe. They were so obstructionist. But that might be because they really do kind of want Trump out of there. Because that was kind of suggested too. But that would definitely be okay with them. As long as they don't lose any votes over it, So this document dump. What are the main things we're going to learn from all these documents? We understand that Deutsche Bank is handing over documents to Maxine Waters. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. I gain a special pleasure out of that one, I have to tell you guys. Because that dignified, accomplished lady had to deal with Trump calling her low IQ and stuff. Oh, so I do get some special satisfaction out of that, I have to say. Okay, so what are the main things that come out of these documents? The money, where he's always gotten his money. Yep, the hands that came out of the clouds giving him money. Where did that come from? Okay. 9 of Wands. Okay, so it's going to be something. I wonder if that's Trump feeling embattled by everything that'll be coming out. I think it is. Yeah, Trump's going to feel embattled by it. Okay. 5 of Swords. There's going to be some really ruthless behavior, I think, that comes out too, that is exposed. Really unsavory behavior. Yeah, because you know what's going to happen. If any of this hits the press, they're going to go over it with a fine-tooth comb. And they're going to find things out that, have maybe nothing to do with the actual investigation, but might shine a spotlight on the way he's done business here in the U.S. all these years and all the people he has harmed in that. You know, all the people he's ripped off, all the people he's mistreated. And there's the Eight of Cups. That's what's going to get people. The stories of ruthlessness. That's what's going to get people. See, it feels like public opinion has had to change for the Republicans to be willing to ask this man to resign. And that's why it's, you know, people have said, my gosh, it's like nothing matters, you know. He does this, he does that, he does the other. They're all concerned about getting voted in. They don't want to alienate his base. It's ridiculous. I'm going to ask about his base, too. And then we have the Page of Cups. Interesting. Impulsive. He's got money. It's going to look, he's going to look impulsive, even childish in the way he's run things, in what he spent his money on. I think that's what that is. He's going to look really immature. I think that that could be about his kids too, where his kids have taken money from. We have the Two of Swords there. So he gets so battle weary that he's like, I just think I should go. You know, I mean, he's really kind of at this place where he's done by the time he goes. And then we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so he does leave. Okay, now let's see about his base. All right, in the middle of all this, his approval ratings went back up to 45, 46%. It was down to 37 again a few weeks ago. That government shutdown had brought it down. Because, see, again, his heartlessness toward the American people. That's why I think the stories of ruthlessness toward people he has ripped off, and that being in the news a lot, that's what's going to affect public opinion, I think. Because a lot of his base have isolated themselves against those stories and just called them fake news. But when there are documents, you know, court papers that come up on the screen, that's different. All right, so does his base start to change their opinion of him anytime soon? There's that, yep, the Wheel of Fortune. It is time. It's time for transparency. So as they learn more, yeah, I think they do. Finally. I've done readings in the past where they hang in there and they hang in there. And then the last reading, oh, they peel away. A few peel away, some peel away. But this is bigger. This is bigger. But then we have the Nine of Coins. Sitting pretty. Oh, they see his life of luxury. I think that's what that is. They see his life of luxury. And they hear about Russia, where there's Putin, the King of Cups. Yeah, the age of, wow. We have been seeing, you guys, we have been seeing that Wheel of Fortune. I've been seeing that for the last year. It's been very prominent in these readings. This is the new era. That and the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Very prominent. New era of truthfulness, honesty, transparency, especially in politics. And now we have all these subpoenas going out for documents. And we have a president who had been allowed to not release his tax forms, not release this, not release that. All of a sudden, it's all getting released one way or another. So it is that time. Oh, it's so interesting to see. It's kind of fascinating to see this card today and understand more about what it's meant all along. The Hierophant, the government cannot ignore Russia, and the government is working then with that Hierophant card regarding Russia. And he's seen as yeah, a fool who's loving his luxuries. Yeah, I do think the base finally, a large portion of them are unwilling to vote for him again. And once the Republican senators know that, then they have the way to get Pence in there. Two of Swords. But some indecision yet. So still there will be some that are undecided. In fact, I think there are some that are undecided now. I mean, they still say, yeah, I'd vote for him. But they're a lot less enamored with him now. It's this truth coming out, this age of the truth coming out that will help them to make their decision. They've needed the information. It's like the blindfold is there, and they've been saying, I almost see his base, so many of them saying, but I don't have anything concrete. I don't have anything concrete. Well, there are concrete things out there. They haven't been looking too hard for them. But when there's concrete proof of some of his really dirty dealings up on the screen night after night, then they're going to have that information. So I do think things are changing much more quickly now. All right. Well, I thank you all for looking at this with me. This is interesting. Now we get to just see how it all plays out. Thank you all. Take care. Bye-bye.